Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
16-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1. The Buccaneers first down.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their next Seahawks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this to the 30. Yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A 28.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Henry Ruggs. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Matthews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The running
13 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 7, Seahawks 0.
On first is Matthews again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. McDowell. And it's caught.
McDowell's back.
And he's brought down
to number 88.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The pass intended for Tyler Lockett.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Number 38.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11.
Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDowell. Flush to his right. His connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. 36 yards. They run. Matthews. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up
back to throw. McDowell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
McDowell's pass.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. McDowell letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 4th down, McDowell. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock running, the Bucs try to go quickly and get set. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. They'll call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So we come upon halftime here in this. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Seahawks.
Here's Matthews. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Matthews. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
looking to throw. McDowell.
The quarterback.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still...
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. To throw. McDowell. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Come and get him. Mama, come and get him.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Matthews. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
No!
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDowell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
42-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDowell. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
A 1st down carry for Matthews. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground with Matthews again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Julian Blackmon on the tackle.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And now The throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Trying to eat some clock. It's Matthews. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McDowell. Reception here by Ruggs. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Henry Ruggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. So now the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered. And it's a fumble. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 30, 20. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up.
Lining up for the point after.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On first down, McDowell, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.